Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is our last day of Halloween week. Can you guys believe that? It already is over. I had so much fun this week hanging out with you guys. Let me get my comments up so I can see who's joining me this morning. So if you are here, come on into the studio, give me a like or a love. Let me know that you're on with me. And we're going to get ready to celebrate our last day of Halloween week. So hopefully you guys have had fun and you've enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed it, there is something else coming up next month that you will enjoy just as much. I'm working on a 12 weeks of Christmas. So we're going to have some fun with that. Every week there will be a special tutorial released. So you want to make sure you are on my mailing list. Make sure you are definitely on my mailing list because that is how you're going to get those free tutorials for the next 12 weeks leading up to Christmas. So like the first week of October, I think that's 12 weeks till Christmas. That's crazy. It's going to go by so super fast. So hopefully you guys were inspired this week. You saw lots of projects using Bewitching and the Best Witches. And I did get a set of dies. I think it's this, is it Scary Cute or something like that? There was a set of dies. I just got those. So I'm going to still keep playing Halloween a little bit because it is still, we're not even at the end of September yet. So I still have lots of Halloween ideas that I want to create. There's everybody. Good morning, you guys. So happy to have you guys here with me celebrating our last day. We did play some games, which was super fun. And then I'll have some giveaways. So I'm going to try, if everything works out, I have a big virtual event that I'm running tomorrow. And then we have an event in the afternoon with family. So if I get a chance, I'm going to announce the winners. We have a daily door prize winner, daily prize patrol winner. So I have 5 prizes that I'm giving away. And then our grand prize is somebody's going to win all of the projects. So that's pretty cool. So I'll try and get those announced at least over the weekend. And then next week, you may see less of me. You may notice that I'm not live as much or posting as much because I'm getting ready for my BOGO sale. So I need to pull out all of my old retired stuff, which is in a giant pile right behind me. I bet I have 7 or 9 boxes full of stuff that it needs to go into the BOGO sale. So my Princess Patty is going to come and we're going to take a day and like pull things out, get them cataloged, figured out, what we're doing. So if you guys are not part of my BOGO group and you like to shop the retired goodies, buy one, get one free. Let me see if I have that up here. Where is my BOGO? Because it runs on a Facebook group. So you want to head over here, Jody B's BOGO sale. You'll ask to join. That is where I actually host the sale. So you're going to be able to shop all of my retired stuff. And then you are going to get the equivalent amount. You're going to purchase the equivalent amount of new. And I'm going to give you my retired stuff for free. So pretty cool deal. There's tons of it. Let me tell you that. A lot of it is well loved. It's my stuff that I have played with and done lives and videos and classes and all that good stuff. But even though it's used, it's still in good shape, right? The dies still work. The stamps still stamp. They may be a little stained, but aren't we all? So you definitely want to get over there on that Facebook page so that you are the first to know what's going on with that sale. The sale is actually going to happen October 14, 15, 16, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you can shop that entire weekend and get those BOGO items. And then I always put some little goodies in the BOGO bags too. So always some little freebies get dropped in there. And so it might be like maybe like some rhinestones or some gems. Remember, when you're shopping BOGO, it's my personal stuff that has been used. So, I might have a pack of rhinestones that maybe I used a couple off of. So those go into, free goodies and stuff because you can use them. I don't use the retired product. I want you guys to. You can absolutely use that. So if you have any questions about BOGO, let me know. There have been a lot of questions about Zingo. And that registration, I'm working on it over the weekend. And then that registration probably is going to go out next week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. So make sure you're in my email loop because you'll be the first to get the registration and be able to sign up. But Zingo is happening October 22nd. That's a Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We hop on Zoom together. We do some stamping and we have some bingo fun. So I had to call it Zingo because Facebook was telling me that I had gaming violations by saying the word bingo. So it's okay. I'll call it Zingo. That's exactly what it is. Zoom bingo. But if you are local, we are going to do the same class in person, which will be then on Sunday the 23rd from 1 to 4 p.m. And these two classes, if you're new or you weren't on the other day, you might have heard me talk about Sweet Grace Ministries. That's the ministry that I partner with. And you guys, I totally am going off track, but I got an email from Stampin' Up asking if we could talk next Thursday. So that's about the Heart of Stampin' Up Awards. So keep us in your thoughts and prayers. That means that they have made a decision on who is going to win the award this year, but they were letting us know either way. So I do have a phone call and we will see what happens. And hopefully Sweet Grace was chosen to receive the Heart of Stampin' Up Award, but we'll see. And if they didn't, I'll keep on trying and we'll keep on supporting that ministry. But I am going to use Zingo as a fundraiser for them. So it will work just a smidge differently. The part of the class fee is going to be donated to them. So we will actually donate a portion of the class fee. And then I am going to normally I give away the host benefits as the grand prize, but I need to use the host benefits to buy the bingo products. So you'll be so the grand prize is going to just be a bigger product. It's not going to be a shopping spree, which is what normally happens, but I had to change it around a little bit. But I think you guys will be excited that when we do this class and we have fun and we get together and we gather and laugh and enjoy each other, that we do have a purpose and we are helping to support that ministry. So information will come out about that next week. Good, you guys, thank you. I see all the praying hands. I see fingers crossed. I see that. I'm really, really happy. And that you guys partner along with me in this event for this fundraiser. It's a great cause. Okay, so let's do a little switcheroo here and we're going to get into some stamping. So let's pull up that camera. There we go. I'm getting pretty good at this. I'm figuring it out. Okay, here we are. We're over at our Stampin' Station now. So let's go ahead and get started. Quick reminder, if you weren't aware, I've been pimping this class the whole week. You guys have been hanging out with me, but registration for this one is going to end Sunday. So if you are not sure, you've been sitting on the fence, now's your time to grab our Best Witches class at home. You're going to get a quarter pack of the amazing designer series paper. We're going to play with that today. Black and gray one side, black and white the other side. You're going to get the parakeet ribbon. You're going to get the gems, the black gems. They come with the class. And then, of course, there are your cards. Everything you need, full tutorial to make 4 cards. 2 of each card. Your envelopes will be included as well. So that class is closing on Sunday. So I can get your supplies ordered and then get everything you need sent out to you so you can create your little witchies and get them ready to send out for the holiday, for Halloween. So any questions about that, just let me know. That one is stuck. Okay, so let's see. We're going to do, hold on one second here. My glasses are so foggy, I can hardly see. I also want to get rid of that banner there. Oh, quick reminder, while I'm on here, I just want to make sure that you guys know you can, yep, big old thumbprint right in the middle. I kept wondering why everything was so blurry. Now I know. It's probably actually a big bit of hairspray in there. So you guys can head over to my online store because during Halloween week, which this runs through Sunday, when you have a $30 purchase, I'm giving something for free as well. So most of you guys took advantage yesterday because yesterday was the day, right? If you were going to shop, it was yesterday. We had the weekly deals. We had the stamp set flash sale. Many of you took advantage of 15% off those stamps. Pretty awesome deal. But I am still honoring that. So a $30 or more purchase will get an item for free. There is the host code that you are going to use, or you can message me. Okay, either way, whatever works for you. All right, so let's get back to our stamping because I have 2 wowish projects that I want to share with you guys today. All right, so the 2 sets that I worked with, these are the only 2 that I had, the only 2 Halloween that I bought, so I needed to work with those. And we did Bewitching and we did Best Witches. So I'm going to work with Bewitching today. I'm using some of the sentiments from Best Witches. So let's do a fun fold card, shall we? So everything here is going to be black and white, which I love. And I need my score tool. So let me find that here. All right, so I got my Simply Scored, and I have a piece of black, basic black cardstock, and it is cut 8.5 by 5.5. And we're going to do a score at 2 1/8, 4 1/4, and 6 3/8. So while we have that, we just put those 3 in there. Oh, Terry, that's a good question. So the Gnome Retreat in a box. The Gnome Retreat is November 18th, 19th, and 20th. That's the actual retreat. When I get home, I get everything unpacked, ready, and I try to get those boxes out in the mail by Wednesday. They cannot go earlier before the retreat because actually my partner has half of the items and I have the other half. So we actually have to meet at the retreat so that we can swap the items, your make and takes and your prizes and your goodies and all that good stuff. So I try to get that in once I get home, get unpacked, and try to get them out the door by the Wednesday after the retreat. That's usually the plan, which that's Thanksgiving would probably be that Thursday, right? So I would definitely get them in the mail by Wednesday, but keep in mind we got that holiday, so that might delay shipping just a little bit, but that's the plan. Thanks for asking. And that retreat is open. Registration is open now through November. No. We're in September. September 28th, registration will close for the Gnome for the holidays. Alrighty, so we got that piece scored. Then we have another piece. Okay, I've got lots of black and white pieces, so I need to make sure I've got the right ones. There's our belly band. Here's some DS. Whoops. I want to make sure I'm scoring the correct pieces here. Okay, so now I have a piece that is 1 by 5 1/8. And I am going to score at 1/2 inch on each end. Now, don't fret if you guys are frantically trying to write these down because I always put the dimensions in the description of the video. So no worries about that. Now I have a piece that is 1 by 3. And I am going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 2 inches, and 2.5 inches. Okay, so that's all we need to do for scoring. So next up is going to be the folding. So I'm just going to take my scores and just run my bone folder across them to make them nice and crisp. That makes them work a little bit better. Oh, I'm off camera. A little bit better for me. Now this guy right here, if you can see, can you see those scores in there? This is actually going to be a front where we're attaching something. And we're going to fold those two down like this. And then these are going to fold. Yep, Kay said it's a bendy card. Absolutely, it's a bendy card. And this one is from a fellow demonstrator, and I cannot remember her name, but I think it's Susan Campfield. But I made this a while ago, and I did not go back and look, but I'm pretty sure it was her. All right, so this is a little bit of a wobble. It's going to give our card some interaction. And then we're going to take our card here, and we're just going to fold these flaps in, kind of like it'd be a gatefold. So if they're not exactly lined up, you're going to kind of make them line up. And then this fold here in the middle is just going to bend in just a tiny little bit. So this is how our card is going to close and open. Okay. Is it Susan, Lori? Have you seen this one? I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. All right. So ahead of time, I did some cutting of some designer series paper. And this is that gorgeous black and white design. So I have 4 pieces of DSP cut, and I will put the dimensions in the video or in the description. Something's not right. Is this bigger than it should be? Let me remeasure this one. So hold, please. No, this black one is correct. Maybe my DSP is just cut a little shorter than it should be, which is not a big problem at all. All right, especially because it's black and gray, so it really blends in, so not a problem. It just seems a little shorter than what I wanted it. All righty. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I cut it at 5 1/8 and it should be 5 3/8. Your instructions will be correct when you guys get them. So I'm just going to make sure those are good and crisp. And then we're going to lay this same size here on our front. This is the Shimmer Metallic paper in the holiday catalog. Super, super fun. So can you see how shimmery it is? Very pretty. Whoops, come back here. Let go. Alrighty, there we are. So there's our front, and then we'll open it up and we'll have the stripes on the inside. Very cool. Next up, I have the same pattern, but we're going to use the black and white and attach that to a mat of basic black. That is where our witchy is going to get stamped on there. Then these are my pieces here, and this is my front, and this is my inside. So let's go ahead and do, what do I want to do first? Let's do the mechanism for our card first. Okay, so we're going to take this piece too, and we're going to put some adhesive on these ends, and it is just going to lay right here in the middle of that card. So do not get too worked up about where exactly, like you don't need to measure. You just need to make sure that these edges are close to the fold, but not over, because your card needs to be able to close, right? The other thing is, if it's not exactly in the middle, it's fine. No worries. There's that score line right there. So I just kind of look at that. I eyeball it, stick it in. We're good to go. Sometimes we get so worked up about being exact measurements, and we don't need to. This is going to be the Stampin' Seal Plus. I like this one because it gives a good firm hold. You could use tear and tape. You could use your Tombow multi-purpose, your green glue. Either way, it would be fine. So I'm just going to lay this in here and kind of eyeball it, making sure again that I'm sort of in the middle and sort of close to those edges. So you can see where this is what's going to attach my inside panel. And when it stands up, that little fold is going to be in the back. So it's a freestanding card. And this bendy in the middle is going to allow something to come forward. Now we're going to use this little guy. These kind of remind me of like the paper frogs we used to make, the little origami frogs that you would like flick and they would jump. So we're going to put some adhesive on these feet right here. Again, I'm just choosing to use Stampin' Seal. And that's going to lay in the middle of our bendy. So you can see how this then is going to kind of pop out. Actually, mine, it attached a little bit too close. Let me see if it'll come undone here for me. Let go for a second. There we go. All right, so it's got some movement to it. Can you see how that works? That's what it should look like. Exactly. All right, so let's go ahead and do some stamping next. So we'll find all the pieces that I need. Where are they? hiding this morning. Things are hiding from me. We've got our memento, and we're going to do If You've Got It, Haunt It. Down here, making sure I'm at the front. Yes, I am at this is the front panel of my card. So there we have that in memento black. I need a piece of black scrap. I'm going to close this for just a second so we don't have an uh-oh. Grab our little witchy hat, and we're going to punch out a black hat. Black hat, not black cat. We used to have a cat punch. We could do black cats. I don't have it anymore, but I bet some of you guys do. We had a cat and a dog punch. They were super cute. Now I'm going to grab that washi tape again because I may or may not have a slight addiction to it. Where's the end? Here we go. And I'm just going to have ourselves a pretty brim on the end of our hat. So there's our brim on our witchy hat. Now I want to just lay this here, kind of where it's going to go, and grab my spider, ink him up with the memento, and he's going to kind of hang off the end of the witchy hat. So I can attach this white piece to a mat of black. And then we'll put our witch hat on with some dimensionals. Yeah, I thought a lot of you guys would still have that, still have those punches. I kind of wish I had kept them because nothing else came out that was similar. And they make great cards for your friends, especially if you have friends who've lost their pets. All right, so there's our hat, and there is our little spider hanging right off of the tip of the hat. So that's going to be on our front, and then let's do our inside as well. Inside is going to be those witchy shoes again. So I've just kept them on the Stamposaurus. I didn't even take them off. All right, so where are your feet, lady? Let's see where I need to put this down. I'm going to go up just a smidge, I do believe. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Stick them down, and let's get some Witchy Poo shoes stamped. I'm afraid that might be a little bit crooked, but let's see how it looks. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I was worried her little toe curl might have gone off the end, but looks good to me. We're in good shape. All right, Witchy Poo, we got your shoes done. All right, now I need a hat and some scraps. So which hat are we going to do? We're going to do polka dot. Here's our polka dot hat. And we got to do some more coloring again today. Lots of coloring because it's my favorite. There's our hat, and we need to do Best Witches here. This one gets a little tricky because my stamp is mounted higher than it looks. So I actually need to let's see how good I am. It's a little bit low, but that's okay. That is okay. I was worried I wouldn't be able to fit it on on the screen. So colors I pulled in here to play with Witchy. I want pumpkin pie. Okay, my pumpkin pie is missing. Let's go on a search. Where could it be? Huh, that's interesting. All right, let me look one other place. Okay, found it. So sorry about that. It's been such a busy week with all of this stamping and coloring. And in the meantime, I've been trying to stamp Christmas and get ready for my virtual event tomorrow. So it's like I'm borrowing constantly from one place to another, and I'm not putting things back where they belong. And that's usually my first rule is when you're done, put it back where you got it. So last night I was making some Christmas cards to show off tomorrow, and I lost a stamp. I have all my blocks are in use between 3 different classes that I'm doing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was so mad at myself when that happens. Do you guys ever lose stamps? And those photopolymers are sticky. So if you lay them down someplace, they might stick to a piece of cardstock or a piece of, an ink pad or something because they've got that stick to it. And oh, I was just so mad. I have lost a stamp one time, like completely lost, went through the trash, and it was tiny. It was like the size of this little circle. I was so frustrated with myself that I had, let that happen. And I thought, my gosh, here I am again, losing a stamp set or stamp. And oh, just angry. So I was like, this is why you take it off the block and you put it back in the set. You take it off the block and you put it back in the set. Don't lay them around willy-nilly, which I don't normally do, but last night I did. So I thought to myself, you know what? Take a breath, walk away, leave the stamp room, and let's just see if it will show up, or maybe your brain will kick in and tell you where it was. I looked everywhere. I went through the trash. I went through the station where I was working because I'm like, I didn't leave. Where the heck would it go? So, yep, I checked the case backs. I checked the backs of my ink pad. I checked under my trash can, around my trash can, on my trash can, my paper cutters, underneath the dies, like everywhere. Went over to the die cutting area, nothing. So I came back in and I look here, right here where I work. This is where I do filming. So I looked on the table and I was like, oh, you idiot. There it was right there because I was embossing with it. I'll do heat embossing here because I have my tool plugged in. And I was like, oh, thank you for making it come back. But oh, was I so frustrated with myself. Okay. I think I need dark Highland Heather. So let me grab that one. It's amazing that I don't lose more things than I do. I have never lost a die. Not right. You've lost a stamp without leaving your chair before. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. I'm not. So I've had to dumpster dive. I have had to go through the trash cans and find dies and find stamps, but I have only ever myself lost one. I don't know if this is a story that I heard from a demonstrator. I can't remember if it was something that actually happened at one of our events, but someone had lost one of those little teeny itty bitty dies or stamps, like the teeny, like the end of this thing. And they were like, we couldn't find it. We looked everywhere. And finally, or somebody looked everywhere. And finally, the girl who had lost it, it was stuck on the inside or the outside of her glasses, her cheaters. So she had taken her glasses off, her readers, and laid them down, and the stamp stuck, but then she couldn't see it. So it was stuck. And I can't remember if that actually happened or if that was one of my demo friends that told me about it, but I thought that's hilarious. And actually stuck to her glasses, and she had no idea. Punch out that little witchy hat. We're moving along here. And this is going to get mounted on a piece of basic black. Black and white, I told you I love it. There we go. This is going to, let's put Let's do dimensional, shall we? So it kind of pops off that black and white piece just a little bit better. So dimensionals on here. Yes, Terry. Once registration is closed for the Gnome Retreat, probably look for the beginning of October. Everybody who has signed up for retreat to go and in person will get all the optional class information. So you'll be able to sign up for those optional classes. And keep in mind that you do not pay shipping on the optional classes because they'll be included in your retreat box, which you already paid for the shipping on that. So that's a great deal. All right, witchy hat, she's going to hang out right there. So let's put that hat on. I'm going to make the hat flat. There we go. And then because I want some dimensionals on, well, maybe I don't. Sometimes I don't want it to be too thick. So let's not do dimensionals on the best witches. There we go. Now I'm going to grab that. Where did you go? My strong adhesive. And we're going to do a layer or 2 or 3 of Stampin' Seal Plus right there. And then this is going to get centered on the inside panel. Okay, so now you can see how that's going to be a little bit bendy and it's going to have a little bit of wobble. So it's going to wobble to and fro. It hangs low. All right, so then that'll close like this. We're going to add ourselves, let's put our bling on. Or yeah, we have some bling on here just to pull in a little bit of color. So I've got my in color gems. And let's do Parakeet Party. There we are. Now I'm going to fold this closed. And when I do my belly bands, I don't usually worry too much about exact scoring. I just kind of fold. So I'm just going to fold that around and then bring it forward and make the ends meet. That way I can make sure that it's not too tight, because you don't want it to slide off, but you don't want it too tight that your friend can't open it. So then I'll pull it off and then I can make those, whoops, so sorry, make those score lines a little bit more crisp. Whoopsie doo, we're making a mess. I got cards flying everywhere. So I'm going to do my seal for this one. And I'm going to put a bit of seal right here and then a bit of seal right there. And that should be exactly what we need. Oh, maybe not. Yep, I was afraid there's a little bit that's still sticking out the back. So I'm just going to roll that off of there. Or I might just stick another piece, because you don't want this to glue to the front. It needs to slide, right? So it'll be okay for now, but do be careful. Don't do what I do. Do as I say, right? So now here we are. There's our front. So a little bit of seal again on here to hold that panel. And we are ready to rock and roll. Okay. Ta-da! Yes, this would be totally cool with the Santa wobble. Absolutely. Now, I did use a real legit wobbler. So if you guys have done wobble cards, there's like a little piece of plastic with like a funky little spring that you can use to make wobbles. And so I tried that to see, but it was too wobbly. Like it gave it too much play. And I was like, nah, that's not quite what I wanted. Okay, so there is card number 1. Actually, that's the only card. Check the description and I'll have the dimensions listed in there. Now, let's move on to our next project, shall we? Make some room here. Back in with the Simply Scored. And some pumpkin pie. Oh, I could go for some pumpkin pie. Fall must be coming if these things are starting to make me ready. Like I'm ready for some pumpkin pie. All right, so we've got a piece of, let me check my sizes. Let me check my notes before I steal your wrong. We have a piece of pumpkin pie. We are going to make a door hanger. So this is a fun little thing that you could use to boo somebody, a friend or family or somebody in your neighborhood. And this is from my friend Barb Reed. Barb Reed is a local demo here. I've known her for quite some time, and she is pretty amazing. So if you guys are not following Barb, I'm going to highly recommend you go over because she does the coolest little treats and things like that. She is the Wexford Stamper, so you can find her online. I think she does YouTube videos a couple times a week. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, that's too cute. We have to make this because what a fun little idea to have door hangers for your friends at the holiday. And then you could use you could make something like this anytime. So, you know, in the spring, you could put little candies and stuff in there and just kind of go around and bless some people in your neighborhood. So this piece is 8.5 by 9.5. So we're going to put the 9.5 inch side at the top. And we are going to score at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 5 inches, and 6.5 inches. Then we need to turn it, and then we have, oh my gosh, okay, I have to remember how I did this. Ooh, okay, hopefully I can. 8.5 inch at the top, and we are going to score at 1.5. And I think we just score down to this. I'm pretty sure. Then we're going to turn it the whole way again. Well, let me just flip it over this way, because I think I want to do 1.5 and come down this way. It's been so long since I made this one, you guys. I might be wrong. We might ditch this one and I might have to do a video on it because I don't remember how I made this one. 9.5. Well, give me a second and see. Sorry, I'm on a live video, and that's never a good thing when you're on live. So this one needs to wrap around here. Okay, I'm going to try it. We're going to try it and see if this worked. And if I'm like totally jacking it up, I'll come back and make another video. How about that? I feel like there needs to be something coming across here. That's what I'm feeling like. But let's see what happens. Don't you love live videos? I know what my end product looks like. Because see, I feel like these need to come up here to make a flap, right? So this has to be 1.5 the whole way across. I just know it. That has to be. Now, oh, hold on. Okay, if we keep this one, if we do 1.5, and what if I did 3.5 here? Right? And then 3.5 needs to go here. I'm just going to keep talking it out to myself, okay, you guys? So you hang tight with me while I talk this out to myself. All right. Don't make this until I tell you it's correct. How about that? My brain, I think it's coming back to me. Now I need to do some cutting. So let me grab some scissors. Going to grab these big scissors here that we've been talking about. So if this creates my box, yeah. So I want it to be like that. One of these needs to come off, so we need to cut this off. So we talked about these big scissors yesterday, right? And somebody told me they're made by Kai. So a lot of people went on and found them at Joann's Fabrics. So I'm pretty sure if you're looking for a big old pair of good craft scissors or ribbon scissors, these are your ones. All right, now these need, I know, oh, you guys, I think I did it. I think I did it. All right, these need freed up because they need to become the flaps, right, to make our box bottom. No, it's still not right because I know my sizes on the front are not correct. Because it's too small. This is too small here. So I'm betting this is off a little bit. What size is that? That becomes 3.5. Yeah, because this should be way taller. But it's gonna work. It's just the decoration is not going to happen like I wanted it to, but this is the gist of it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish it out, right? We're going to go ahead and finish it out. And then I'm going to put up the exact descriptions, the exact description of it. So here, this is going to come fold like this. Let me get this out of the way. Because I think I'm okay here because there's my panel. So I am correct there. This probably needed to be taller up here is what I'm thinking. So sorry, guys, you're just working it out with me. But you would take your DSP and then you would notch your edges. So use that little corner rounder, right? Check Amazon, Lori. Amazon has everything. And you'll get them yesterday. You know how they deliver. Okay, so you're going to do the corner rounder, right? The trio corner rounder, round those. Oh, so sorry. Get your paper in there. So I rounded the corner here, okay? We can attach that together. So this part I know is true. I just have a score line in the wrong place. So the gist of it absolutely works, but I will make sure that I write down the correct scores when we're done here. 2-inch circle punch we need, or a set of dies. Oh, I'm sorry. Kathy said that they don't have the Joann's there. Yeah, check Amazon or order online, either way, but we're pretty sure those are the correct scissors. So I've got a 2-inch circle punch here. If you have dies, go ahead and use your circle dies and you're going to give that a punch. So now you can see I went the whole way in. Whoops, where is it? Whole way in as far as it'll go, and then just made sure it was exactly even on both sides. So that way it came out right in the middle. And there's your door hanger, right? So you could hang this on somebody's door. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this one together because the gist is the same, right? The way, well, we need to, where's my little scissors? Little scissors, where are you at? Oh, Thanks, Terry. Terry says it's good. I'm doing a good job at recovering. Yeah, there's not much you can do when you're on a live video and you lose your scissors and, oh, they're hiding way back here. All right, so what I need to do is get rid of this piece here. And I like to notch these. And then I also like to angle my edges on the flaps. So this is correct, except for there's a score line bad. Because this is how it is working. I mean, this is how it is intended. I'm not too much on the fly here. But this angling these little guys just makes those flaps go together so much better. Okay, there we are. Then I'm going to use my good old, maybe Stampin' Seal Plus again. And then this panel can come right over and meet it. And there we go. We have our little bucket to put your stuff in. Fold these guys in here, and there you go. So this does absolutely work. But the original idea, this score is incorrect. It probably should be up here. So the box would be bigger. It would hold your candy a little bit better, if that makes sense. You would have left me. Oh no, Terry. She's like, I would have left you, girl, but I wanted to see how to do this. So now you can decorate it. And I still think I can. Like, I still think it's totally doable. But there's how big it should have been, because there's my piece of DSP. So we're a little bit short. And you do want to have it be taller because that gives it more stability, right? So we'll decorate this piece, and then I'm going to make this work anyway, because I'm going to show it who's boss. So there's how our front panel is going to be. And what I would do if this were the correct size is I would now grab some washi tape and take this the whole way around my cute little box. The original one I did had the black and white gingham ribbon, but I was like, oh no, that washi would be so cute on there for a little bit of glimmer. So do that. Your DSP will come on here like this. And now we're going to decorate our little witchy. So what I want you guys, I totally missed one measurement. So not terrible. Not a crisis. I've had worse things happen in my day. So I'll put the measurements. The demeasurements for you will be in the description below, the correct measurements. All right. So actually, you know what? I'm just going to show you the finished project. Let's just bail on this one, and I'll show you the finished project. Yeah, Terry, that would be great. Like, I was thinking that too. In the spring, you could do like a May Day treat basket. You could do little Mother's Day baskets. You could do all kinds of cool stuff. Easter, send those around, decorate them, and just hang them around places. That would work like at your office. You could like do that to the office doors or something, classrooms, different things like that. So I think that would be so fun. Ta-da! Look at what I made while you guys weren't looking. A correct sized box. So where did I go wrong? Let's figure that out. I think I did, how long was this? Oh, I don't have a measuring tool. So this needed to go a little bit longer. So I'm thinking I did it at 3.5. I bet I needed to do it at 5.5. That's what I bet. 5.5 would have made it correct. So there we go. That's where you can put all your little goodies in there. There's your cute little best witch. Stamp her, color her on your circle, and you are good to go. So let me show you a couple other things that I made. I only had one card that we didn't get to. I made everything that I made is what I showed you this week. And there I did her, and I just punched out a little circle here, put that washi tape across there, and had a cute little Halloween card. And then you guys know that I loved my framed art, right? So here's a piece that I created, try to get that light out of the way, and created some framed art using the Best Witches or the Bewitching stamp set. Isn't that cute? This is a 9x9 frame. And then I added that glitter tape across there, colored them in, did a little punchy punch, and created a cute little Halloween sampler. So, guys, that's what I got for you today. So let's go over and see all the amazing things that we created this week. So we have this card and this card and this card and that card and this card and this one and this one and this one and this box and this box. So we were so busy this week creating with Halloween. All right, my friends, that's all I have for you. Don't forget to like, love, comment, or sprinkle my video, and that will give you some chances to win the prize patrol. I'll be working on picking winners over the weekend and letting you guys know. Everybody who is, all the winners are going to get silver and gold thread. So this is, I thought this would be super good to do Christmas or Thanksgiving or fall cards or Halloween. I thought those would be fun. So we will, I'll be giving those away, and then somebody's going to win all of this. Super, super fun. Don't forget, you have until Sunday to take advantage of the special Best Witches cards. So you can get all of those. You can sign up if you want a class in the mail. And then stay tuned for Zingo coming out next week. Registration will be open for that. All right, everybody. It was so good to see you. Oh, there's one more final game, too. Don't forget to hop back on sometime today. I'll give you a hint. It'll probably be around 4 o'clock because it is Fun Friday, and that's when I usually host Fun Friday. And so there'll be another little game to play that you can get more chances into the drawing to win one of the prize patrols. All right, my friends, I will talk to you. Hopefully, I will be on YouTube on Monday. And then I'm not sure about Wednesday because, like I said, BOGO prep. I got to shut the studio down so that I can get all the stuff out. It creates quite a mess getting ready for BOGO, but we'll see how my week goes. All right, you guys have a great week. See you later.